Now then, welcome back to another episode of Magic Farm. And I've been busy getting things prepared, setting things up. We're not really going to be doing much of a technical episode today because I've not been setting up for creating a load of tech and doing a load of crafting and setting up machines and doing automation. There is lots and lots of time for those sort of things to come. I've been setting up for building and setting up my schemes of what I would like and where. I always seem to function better when I've already got a base built. Building a base, a location to call home, is normally my first thing in Minecraft. That gives me the will to go on, that gives me the stability of a place that I want to live in and develop out. Gives me the place that I want to build all of my machines and automation into. So you may have noticed in previous series that I get the area I want to live in first and then start filling it afterwards. Maybe not, maybe you haven't noticed, maybe you're new to the channel, maybe this is the first time you've seen anything by Nemson. But that's generally how I like to play it. I don't always play it that way, but I do like to play it that way. I need platinum for that one, okay. So I've been doing a bit of prep work, setting things up, and there's a little plateau over here that I'm not considering ready for base, but because it's a little plateau, it looks out over the distance. So I've just been going around trying to torch it up, so I can come along and use it at some point. It's got a nice steep sort of cliff drop over there, so nothing can come up and get us, which means that it's a nice, safe, defensible location. And it goes all the way around here, look. It's quite far around, really. So I'm just lighting it up a bit and making sure that mobs can't spawn until I'm ready to do something with it properly. And that may be weeks away, maybe months away. But lighting it up gives us the opportunity to not have to worry about mobs coming from this area. Hopefully. And then I can make it a little bit more defensible a bit later on and build something cool on here. Possibly something to do with magic. Maybe I've been looking into what I might want to do up here and thinking about it while I've been clearing the area out. Thinking about magic college, magic school, I don't know, something to do with magic and the magical means and the like. But that's this area around here. So all of this section over there that you've just seen me go around, all the way along here, and this sort of plateau around here. So there's enough space for maybe 2 or 3 big buildings, big builds up on the high ground, overlooking large areas, and be able to see it from great distances, to see the base. Speaking of big builds and getting to see them, you know I've got the greenhouse all set up. Don't plan on doing any more in there at the moment. I've done a few little bits here and there, just enough to get going, just enough to give me a food supply. And now I've got an inventory full of stuff. Get rid of that. Got an inventory full of stuff from over here. I'm just going to go and put all that away. I've been collecting Botania flowers. I've been collecting lots and lots of wood, especially the raw rubber. I've got 60 raw rubber there now, which is pretty awesome. So that means that I can get on with a bit more Mine Factory Reloaded stuff. And I do not want to fall down there. That's a big hole. I've been laying out most of my base in cobble and lighting up the immediate area around it in the hopes that I will set things up right. I'll talk you all through it in a second. We'll just have a quick sleep to get rid of the night time. There we go. I've been doing quite a bit of running around and coming back for night times and things like that. Let's put the flowers away first, hang on. So mostly I've been busy. Laying the place out in cobblestone was okay. It did the job. Laying it out in cobblestone has done a good job, I think, and given me an idea. And oh, well, that's that there. But while that's been going on, I've left the sand to just build up. So I've been creating the sand blocks, getting ready, building up a bit of a stockpile. Let's munch on some of this. I've got some food, not too much, but I've made myself a second lunch bag. In order to store 6 different items of food. Let's do that. Yeah, 6 different items of food. So I've got a couple of different options, so I can switch between the bags rather than having everything all the time. Where am I going to put these candleberries? I just accidentally broke one of the wild fruit things, and I'm wondering what I want to do with it now. I'm going to put them in there for now. I do need to sort these seeds out and do all that kind of stuff at a later date. Because you can get the seeds from these, and then presumably I can get very good seeds from them and get lots of really cool fruit for it, which is good. I want to do that. What else have we got? We got some flowers I put away already. Mob drops into there. That's good. Alright, and I'll keep the apples on me for now. Man, that was like 3 stacks of torches down to 37. Oh well, that's the way it works. Right, so let's have a look at what we can do some building of today. As my resources are still kind of limited. Not amazingly limited, but they are kind of limited. We can have a look at what we can do, and then I'll just carry on doing it around and about when you're not here to witness. Let's just take 14 of those. Actually, let's take some more half slabs as well to make some more, because I'm probably going to need some more of those. There we go. Alright, so 3 main building blocks at the moment. And this is just to keep everything laid out. It's just laying things out so I can see what it's all going to look like. And once I've got the shell, a very, very smooth, simple square areas and slightly curved areas, just to get a feel for the shape and the size of the place, then I can start adding much more detail in later. Where's the best place to look at this from? Probably from over there. Yeah, probably from over there. Let's jump down. I've done a little bit of moving this around. This whole building needs to come down now because I've relocated it slightly. Let's get over here where we can see it. I can't jump over here by any means, but I can go up and around over this side. The overall up on top of the hill look is good. I like that. I like having the dip down. This still needs a lot of terraforming to make this look good. I was hoping not to just bring it straight down and actually have the walls and everything there. I was hoping to actually make it look like it was built into a slight cliff face. So like this is built on top of a hill. I was going to hill this out a little bit as well to try and get that to work. And hopefully I'll be able to do that later. I'm not trying to rush this build. I want to make it something special that I can relax around and enjoy playing in the build, with the build and everything like that. Let's have a look from over here. Hey cow, I think you may be for the slaughter. I need to get over here. In fact, ooh, I got a little bit of unlit area over there. I won't worry about that now though. That's a bit too much. Let's do that. And let's just light this area over here. There we go. And there's some black flowers over here as well. Good, 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 good. I've been lighting almost everywhere up to the ravine at the minute to try and keep myself a good distance between where the mobs spawn and the like. But there you go. That's a good look at the sort of size of the place. So we're running all the way down there. We've got a little in bit there and another straight bit. This straight bit comes out a little bit there, and then a little curvy entrance way there. As you can see, that looks like a main door. And then another little slight curve down there. And then there's another block on the end there, which we need to go around and have a look at. It seems to be quite big. Yeah. But once you start placing blocks, it isn't that big after all. So we're not looking at huge builds that's going to take me forever. It's just a case of getting all the walls up and getting a sort of an ideal for everything. Right, this is where I normally find all my cows. Yep. Come on. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. You coming for some as well? Come on then. Come on then. That's it. Give me all your meats. Thank you very much. I seem to be killing them when I'm coming down here, and they keep respawning. I think it's something to do with animals close by to other animals will spawn more of the same kind. I'm starting to run the herd down a little bit, but there's still plenty over there, and there's still plenty over there. Hello. This is the overall outside design. I've got to do lots of fancying it up on the outside, but I want to get to at least this stage first, all the way around. So we've got the smooth sandstone blocks as like pillars going up. We've got a layer of these chiseled sandstones, which are the two slabs together going across. And I might put another one down further down here as well. And the rest is just basic sandstone filled in, which I quite like the look of. I did something a little bit different here. I tried to get the pillars going through it, but I don't really like that. I like the having... Oh, that's that one. There we go. I like having the chiseled going through. It looks a little bit better. Maybe on these corners here, though, on the corners of the actual building, I won't. But everywhere else, like round here, I may do that. Let's change this corner, and let's go with a corner of smooth sandstone in all cases, but through the middle of those bits we'll have the line running. And these will be accentuated with details like I don't know, trapdoors and fence posts and steps and all kinds of other bits and pieces. Whatever we can find in the mod pack that looks like it's slightly decorational. This entranceway here is more for the entrance for animals. So I'm going to build a proper stairwell down there so that when we come in from over there, we can come in and we can ride up these stairs and into the courtyard. This is a nice long run. I might put some form of stables down the side here, but that's a long way off yet. And then we're going to come into the courtyard. The courtyard, I decided, because of this tree and the general shape of the land, that I wanted a big circular courtyard area. So I'm going to have a courtyard, and then the buildings that join the courtyard are going to sort of overhang into it slightly, and we'll have quite a tall courtyard here. We've got another build section down here. This is going to be, I think it's 7 across, which is a nice big fancy build, and that goes all the way down to this end over here. That's going to then kick over to the side a little bit and do a bit of a 7 wide there. So it's going to be a big L-shaped building here that's going to be attached to everything else, attached to the courtyard, so attached to everything else. The courtyard's going to be a similar sort of sandstone design going around the outside, just a wall around the outside though on that part, and then it'll be the actual building here will connect to it all, and maybe do some sort of balcony internally. So I don't know yet. It's all ideas and trying to lay things out to make them look the best I can with the ideas that I've got. And hopefully we'll be able to do some good build here very soon. And then that'll lead on to making lots of interesting places for the spaces. So yeah, I like that. And this would be there, and then we go another row of these guys. So it's a fairly simple build, simple design at the minute, but it's just got that little bit of detail. I'm mixing these 3 blocks up at the minute. That is all I'm mixing up though. That's the overall view of what I'm going to do as an outline, and I'm going to be doing that all the way around. And leaving these spaces for windows. I want to then put some floors in and get a roof on. And the roof is probably going to be the most costly, because I'm thinking I'm going to use some red clay bricks. So red clay being one of the most costly things I've got. I've got to go hunting for the red clay. Well, clay in order to make clay bricks. An actual Minecraft brick look about it. That's going to cost me quite a bit of time going around doing that. And while I'm mining, I'm picking up as much as I can and bringing it back. So far, I've used all of the stuff I found on the smeltery. And that's not bad, because we needed the smeltery. But I'm interested in seeing how the roof design goes. And I'm going to do a fairly flat roof. I'm not sure how high the build's going to go, but this doesn't feel high enough. When you're looking at it from over there, it doesn't look high enough. It doesn't feel high enough. So I think I'm going to do at least another at least another level on the top of these running all the way around. But I just want to get the first level all laid out and set out properly first. That's the goal today. There are other things afoot as well. There are other things that I'm thinking about doing, setting up ready, just a little bit ahead of actually using the blocks themselves, getting things set up so that we can do many cool things later on. Yeah, where am I? Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get on with building a load more, and I'll probably not talk to you guys for another day in my time, just to make sure that I've got a fair amount done. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing before I head off and just get on with it and get loads of work done. And I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, well, it's been quite a long time for me. A few seconds for you, of course, because I edited in. But I've been spending a couple of days, just an hour here and an hour there, making Le Chateau de Nemsen. Chateau de Nemsen. I don't know. I just came up with that. Literally, it just spilled out of my face. That name will probably not last. Chateau Le Nemsen. No. The idea of the build was for a Tuscany, Italy style. And from what I've seen of Tuscany, Italy, and that style, the red roofs are fairly flat red roofs. So I've tried to keep that in. I'm using bricks, though, which is a fairly expensive thing. I think I'd be better off making clay and then cutting the clay with microblocks. But it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I quite like. And overall, the sandstony, chalkstony look is what the Tuscany villages and places have, and Tuscany villas and things like that. So this is a La Villa Nemsen. La Villa, no, forget it. I'm not saying it. It's my house. This is going to be my house. And I've done a fair bit of work on it over the last couple of days, and I'm quite pleased with how it's looking and the details around the place. We've got a nice sort of flow of the whole building flowing through with some interesting little pieces, just breaking it up so it's not a big square box. And differing heights as well. That's as high as that's going to be. You can see the wood on the top there. That's where the roof's going to be. And then up a level here, that's where the roof's going to be. And then that tower there started out being a tall tower that was taller than this. But then as this got to a certain point, now that tower doesn't look as big enough. So I may need to take that tower up another section. May do. I may need to. And there's lots of bits around the sides of it and things that I've got to sort out. We've got to get as much done as we can. But I thought I'd just bring you back. I know we've not been doing anything technical today, but I have been doing lots and lots of work to build the house up. And once I've got the house how I want it, the villa how I want it, with views over the surrounding areas, like out of these windows up here, we'll have views over this sort of area, and we'll have farms out there somewhere as well. Nice views. Beautiful places to be, beautiful places to stand and look in and around the areas. Let's come down here. And a lovely big courtyard. I like the courtyard. I particularly like the courtyard. Even though there's no details to it yet, I do like the courtyard. And a little overhanging bit for this main building. This is going to be like the main home, this section here. The main home, I've got to break it down into different rooms and things like that, but this is the main area. I've pretty much dismantled the old house that I had. Got a few bits and pieces to move away and carry away. And then this will be the main front door out onto, well, I don't know what yet. Maybe a little patio area. Let's have a quick play with that, actually, while we're here. I've nearly run out of clay, so I can't do too much more of the roof just yet. I'm going to have to do loads and loads of clay farming. I may even make myself one of my automated clay farms, which you can use thermal expansion to make clay from slag and buckets of water and stuff. I'll probably make one of those up as well, just to make a lot of clay so that I've got infinite sand and infinite clay going on all around me. Hey, Nemsho is now awesome. pure awesome, not just awesome. It's pure awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. How awesome can pure awesome be? Very awesome indeed, that's for sure. Okay, that's enough of that. Right. So I'm thinking that at the minute I've got steps going down, straight down this way. And I've seen pictures of a place that has more of... let's do it here. More of a flat patioed area out the front. I call it patio, but in actual fact there must be another name for it. Let's drop down here. Flatter area like this. There we go. Just grassed out, so I'll probably come out another one as well. Just grassed out so that I've got at least 2 blocks, I should think. At least 2, maybe more, of grass as you come out the front door. Let's just make this fit here as well. And then I'm going to have stairs going down it. So, kind of a square front, but then you go maybe out and then down the stairs. And then maybe down another flight of stairs to come out the bottom edge again. So it'll be a lot squarer, but you'll go up a flight of stairs on the angles. And I've seen something like it. I don't know whether I want to do it so that you end up at the middle, or you start off from the outside and come down to the middle and then back down again, or something like that. I don't know exactly how I want to lay it out yet, but I know I've got to chop this back to make a little bit more space to go through. And then we can do that from there. And then this can be like a main door into the nursery area, the garden area. Not sure what I'm going to put on these plateaus yet. I've been clearing them out still and lighting them all up. And we've got a very long distance between us and spawning mobs. So the mobs don't tend to even move when they're spawned. So we don't get any torches broken. We don't get any worries like that. As for dividing it all up into rooms, I want some like epic rooms around here. But floor-wise, I'm thinking like, well, let's just put this half slab here. Thinking half slabs mainly, sort of at that height. If there is a ceiling in a room closer to us, but I might do it so that it's double high rooms for these sections. And as for what's on here, I might have a room up above here, like these section here. Bring this together and have an upstairs on this bit, and have this back piece taller. I don't really know exactly how it's all turning out. I'm winging it. I'm playing it by ear. I'm doing it bit by bit as I feel like it, and coming up with the ideas as I go. This is an outdoors. This is supposed to be open to the eyes. A little courtyard area that stretches out, and then you can ride out and down somewhere down here, which I'll set up some sort of road setup to come from there, bring it in through here and up. Those farms down there that I've been using quite recently but left mostly will maybe move somewhere. I'll think of automating things around the place, automating farms. I also need to pick up this beehive and get the bees sorted out somewhere as well. There's so many awesome things to do, but I've been thinking about how I want the Magic Farm series to actually progress and actually be a Magic Farm series. And I've been thinking along the lines of bringing back the Druid's Tale and bringing another chapter into the Druid's Tale. We've had 2 seasons of Druid's Tale so far in various other things. 2 seasons so far. And I think I'm ready for a 3rd season of A Druid's Tale. Some of you will be aware of what A Druid's Tale is, and was, and will be. And it's mainly focused around using Botania Magic as the core mod that I'm playing around with. And I have a diary of A Druid's Tale, and things happen during the sessions that I'm recording, and then I write it in a journal afterwards, and that's the Druid's Tale. I'm hoping that I can set all that up, and because there's Mystcraft in this mod pack as well, it sort of fits in with the Druid's Tale, because I always used to use Mystcraft in the Druid's Tale to wander around between places and get to wherever I needed to go. Let's make some more of this. Cook some more steak, I think. Oh yeah, I've got rubber bars in there at the minute. Let's put the rubber in there for now. I've got to cook the rubber again to make a bit more for Mine Factory Reloaded, but mostly we're done. And I don't really have a lot of brick left. What have I got left in here? I've got the last of my clay supplies. That's all my clay used up now. So the last of my clay supplies I'm going to make some more bricks out of. And let's build a little bit of the rooftop. I'm going to need a lot of bricks, as you can see from this. That I'm going to use a lot of bricks. And that to there. There we go. Alright. And there's a little bit that I need to decide on. There's an area that I need to figure out, which we might start on now. I like the interesting shape of the place already. If we look on the map, you can see that it's not straight forwards. This is all going to be open air, which is why there's no wood on it. And this is all going to be roofed in, should I say. And I haven't decided on this bit here, this little section here yet, and how it's going to link in properly and look good. I also want to figure out how to make this courtyard look cool, and I think it needs a little bit of a courtyard roof, but I may also think about bringing it out just a touch so that you can get out from maybe a door just there and walk around the courtyard and walk all the way around, and maybe this section just behind the wall here. This section here, let's take these out. Maybe this section here is going to be something special. Let's just block those off. That's from underneath. Maybe this section here will have something up above, like a rooftop area that you can see out into the courtyard with, which might look cool. Who knows? But this section down here, long straight bit, won't get any higher, but I may do a basement level because we do go down all the way over here. Let me just show you how I'm doing the roof so that you can see the general gist. It's fairly simple, but it's an integral part of the build is the roof itself. Wait, there we go. The build itself is mostly bricks and slabs, so there's no spawnable ground on the rooftops, so I don't need to light the rooftops, which is the main thing. And most of the Tuscany style builds I've seen always have these diagonals on all four sides, so the roof goes up into a peak that is flattened, as it were. So if we start this section here, let's work on here now. I'm basically just going to have stairs there, stairs on the next one up, and that is pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to come across this way as well for now. There we go. I can't use too many more. That's two more. That'll probably do us nicely. Yep. There we go. Okay, and then the rooftop itself will just be flat from there. Again, half slabs so that no mobs can spawn. No mobs can spawn on the stairs. And then just bring it all out, one out from it. And that's all my bricks gone. Yeah, just bring it out one from it. So on the corners, it does have that little overhang. Nice little hat overhang. And it looks quite cute. I think it looks quite cute. I might need to look for a better building material, or automate the processing of clay, but mostly that's okay. I'm quite pleased with the build overall. I've just got lots more grinding to do. I don't really want to go exploring for clay anymore, so I really do need to figure out a way of automating the clay, and I've done that before. You'll probably see other videos on my channel if you look hard enough that there's an infinite clay system that I've made before. I'll just set that up. It's thermal expansion, nice and easy to automate. I'll set it all up and I will show you next episode, and hopefully have all the roofing on by next episode, so that we can do some of the landscaping around it and get a few other bits and pieces done next episode. And then we're getting close to what I would consider starting the Druid's Tale Season 3 in the Magic Farm 3 mod pack. hopefully everything's going to go to plan just the way I'm envisioning it, and I will see you in the very next episode of Magic Farm 3's sort of like preview review, testing out the alpha mod list and playing around building this place. Once the place is built, that's when I'll probably move in as a proper series, The Druid's Tale, and give you regular series, like I've done before, as Nemson the Druid. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I will see you in another episode of Magic Farm fairly soon, because this is my current big project that I'm working on. So I'll record some more very soon for you. And yeah, goodbye. See you later. Bye.